I'm a comedian, man. I'm naturally born and ready to go.
You're not a comedian. I've never seen you do comedian.
I have a file.
Yeah, file.
I do.
You haven't, like, done stand-up performing yet.
It's pretty long.
Okay, let's discuss.
I've got material worked out. It's just not appropriate for your viewers.
Do you want to discuss what we said we were going to discuss?
Yes. Elder Scrolls.
Yes.
Online.
The Elder Scrolls.
The MMO.
Yes.
Massive
RPG.
multiplayer online
PvP.
RPG.
PvP.
Yep, PvP.
Lots of PvP, actually.
A little bit of teabagging.
For those of you who are new to the Elder Scrolls series, I should probably give you a little bit of what the Elder Scrolls is in like a nutshell. You're basically in a world called Nirn, and basically all the games take place in Tamriel. And the past 3 games, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Skyrim is in Skyrim, Oblivion's in Cyrodiil, Morrowind is in Morrowind. And this game, the Elder Scrolls Online, is going to take place in all of Tamriel. So you can go to like Elsewhere, Valenwood, Ravenrock, Skyrim.
I already ruined the video by smoking in front of my child in the same room. Wait, I'll put it out. Go ahead. Continue. Touch of Vince.
Anyway.
Go ahead, continue. You're doing very well. That was wonderful.
I suppose. Well, I've tried doing this before.
No, continue.
Yes, okay.
Just pick it right up where you dropped it off.
Right. Okay, so Cyrodiil isn't really... You're not really able to enter it right away because basically the plot of this game really... Well, this is like the PvP kind of plot of it.
Right.
It's basically where like Cyrodiil is under war because the Empire, which is the like...
Bad guys.
No.
Always.
No.
Empire. Bad guys.
Stormcloaks.
Always.
Racist, dark elves.
Empire. Luke.
That's completely
We're
different.
not the good guys.
No.
Clearly.
It's not, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. Everyone has different opinions.
Bad.
So you cannot play as the Imperials in this game, sadly.
Good.
I know that
You shouldn't be allowed to be those guys.
Now, you don't really play as...
I want to be Stephen Harper.
Yeah. You don't usually play in the Imperial army. You just like choosing the Imperial race because they look the most natural.
Yes, because when we get down to races, that's when we can all agree.
Yeah. Oh, let me explain the races so that like the different races come from different areas of the map.
Weird.
Yeah, some of them are really just weird. They have like different kind of sets of races, like the elves. There's 3 types of elves in the Elder Scrolls. They have
white, and whiter.
Actually, no. Dark elves who are
Point, and pointier.
Anyway.
No, continue. Dark elves. I like dark elves. They're very good at magic.
Yeah.
Intellect. Black magic, specifically.
And they're also really good at stealth. Well, not really good, but they're kind of gifted in stealth.
They're okay. You have to give them something else other than magic.
Yeah, they
usually...
Now, they don't usually favor in all the destruction schools. They only favor destruction.
There's only destruction for magic.
They can only do... No,
Yeah.
there's like...
Well, no, there's illusion and all those other ones. But there's only one destruction, and they're good at it.
They got rid of mysticism.
Dark elves.
I think mysticism was like illusion in Oblivion, wasn't it?
They get rid of stuff that they should not.
I don't know.
Games get dumber and dumber every time.
Anyway, so the elves, they have...
The 5th version will be called Elder Scrolls Walmart.
Half
Continue. No, go ahead.
Yeah. They have
Keep
the dark...
it going.
Yeah, dark elves. They are from They're from Morrowind, and the 3rd Elder Scrolls game is actually Morrowind, and you can... That game was way harder than, like...
It was the greatest game.
It was. I never played it, but from what I hear and the videos that I've seen of it, it looks really fun.
You still can't play it without Googling how to level up.
Yeah, really.
And how to take advantage of how to level up. And then once you do, you are a god.
Yeah, really.
Except for Bob, my friend Z-Bob. He is an amazing Elder Scrolls player. If there was ever a server that we were going to play on, I would make sure that he was the leader of my guild. Yeah. I'll bring him in on a video later. He'll be very funny. He does voices. It's wonderful. Yeah. Continue.
Okay, so, Dark Elves. They are in Morrowind. Dark Elves, okay, Morrowind is usually known for a lot of illegal things. So imagine Vancouver, except worse. I know that's kind of hard.
Not even possible.
I know, yeah,
Florida.
I know. Okay, I know that's really hard to fathom in your mind, considering how stupid you probably are.
So, no. Don't insult people now.
Some of them are probably stupid.
Yeah, but they're the ones who are going to dislike the video anyway, so you're not trying to address them.
Yeah, but then...
You're addressing the nice people.
Then all the smart...
I'm trying to teach you how to be a good human being.
Hey, this is the first video you've been in. I have 2 other videos. and they're actually relevant.
I have 60, and if I didn't spend so many times clicking on your videos to give you views, I would have more on my
You've
shitty
never
videos.
clicked on any of my videos.
I spent an hour trying to find Tune
You
earlier.
spent 5 minutes trying to find
It was a
it.
long 5 minutes, man. I mean, like, TikTok, you don't stop.
Okay, let's not ramble. Okay.
Continue.
Yes.
Elder Scrolls.
Next, race of elves.
Do the cat people. I like the Khajiit.
Fine, Khajiit. Khajiit are from elsewhere. They are really good at stealth.
Good at jumping, too. Hippity hop. Hip, 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 hippity
Well,
hop.
they don't really have that.
They don't stop.
Well, in
What? Continue.
in Oblivion, I guess they had like a jumping bonus. But let's focus on Skyrim
During
and
Morrowind,
others.
they did. They could jump like a motherfucker. Those guys were like, I mean, like they could do the splits, flip over top of the back of the backboard in basketball while jumping out of bounds into bounds over the top with a. It's Khajiit were something to mess with.
Anyway,
Continue.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have
Continue.
Okay. So, yeah, they're from elsewhere. They usually deal a lot of skooma and moon sugar. They really do like moon sugar for some reason. In Morrowind, you told me that they have a lot of like those skooma like
I killed
shacks.
a lot of people for skooma
Yeah.
and moon sugar.
I
I
saw,
gave
like-
up when I put it down and forgot to pick it up. I forgot to pick it up because
Yeah.
the guy wouldn't sell me.
Yeah, he doesn't
lockpicks.
He doesn't sell you things if you
You have contraband. I was like, dude, you can't see what's in my pockets. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
But it's
really.
1993, and I'm glad that you're here because I am so alone
Yeah.
in this cave.
They have the Argonians, which are from the Black Marsh. They have a lot of diseases that human races cannot go
That
into.
sounds real racist. They're from the Black Marsh. They have lots of Why do they have diseases? Just
No,
'cause
no,
they're
no,
from
no,
the-
no, not the Argonians, the environment that they live in. Since it's such a marshy area, they have a lot of
It's very
poison.
poisonous.
Yes,
There's
very.
a lot of big green bubbles
Yeah.
that pop in,
Now,
the fields
yeah.
that aren't on the roads. So stay on the roads.
And
on
since
your
the
mounts.
Argonians are from the Black Marsh, they kind of have adapted to resistance of poison and diseases. That's actually one of the boosters that you get when you make an Argonian in Skyrim.
Like how the Nords are good with the cold.
Yes, and also they love swimming. So if you play Skyrim or like
I'm sure
Oblivion
they love it.
or Morrowind,
They
and
have gills. They kind of have to like it.
yeah, so if they can breathe underwater for infinite amount of time.
That gets gimped eventually. The undead used to be able to do that in WoW too.
Yeah. Next race, Imperials. Let's do the human races because they're kind of
Yeah, go through them quick because there's
Yeah.
a bunch of them.
Imperials. They are usually
What are
from-
their bonuses?
Imperials are good at combat and magic. I think.
Oh,
when
that's
I-
convenient.
I
'Cause
think-
that's both of them.
I think when I say combat, usually based around heavy armor and two-handed, and then when I say magic,
Heavy physical combat.
yeah, and then when I say magic, I usually either mean like restoration or like conjuration or something.
That's
Okay.
cool. Well,
Yeah.
It's typical for humans to be good at jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
And they're good healers usually, and they're
Usually.
usually decent. They're usually decent tanks, decent DPS.
they're like
not great
standard.
at
They're
any-
like standard people. Yeah.
They're what to play if you have no imagination or soul.
Anyway, Nords. They are from Skyrim. Now
They're
these
good in the cold. They
Yeah,
have beards.
they
They're
have-
short. They
they
live
have-
underground.
actually those are dwarves, not Nords.
Read Terry Pratchett. You will fucking appreciate it. It'll be good.
Anyway, Nords are from Skyrim. They have now since they've lived there for pretty much all of their time. Well, if you think about it, the elves actually created all the places in Tamriel. Really.
Yeah, but the High Elves live in like wood forests, and the Nords live in cold mountains and in tunnels underground because
Yeah,
they're heavy on mining. They're going to be like the dwarf. They're like dwarfs. They're big on mining and rocks and stone.
Yeah,
their women have beards,
Yeah, the Nords have a 50% resistance to frost, which I really like.
which is helpful with their women. Continue. That was gold.
Also, Skyrim is like the land of like the dragons. Like if you've ever played Skyrim and done like 5 missions of the main story
The
quest.
addition of the dragon. If you've done like 4 minutes of the automatic
Yeah, really.
gameplay, unless your downloaded pirated version was glitched and you had to download the save file that skipped it. There's dragons.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah, they
You get
are.
to fuck with dragons.
They're like really big and they breathe like fire
They're
or
nothing like
frost.
the Shrek dragons.
No,
They don't care about your hips at all.
They don't.
Continue.
They don't have sex with donkeys.
No, they might. You don't know, and you can't judge them if they do.
I wasn't
Just
going to. I was
Continue. Continue.
It's factual.
Continue.
Okay.
Keep it going.
High elves. These are the snobs of
High
Tamriel. No, with the boys. They don't have boobs.
The boys do too. You see the Final Fantasy 14. They got pecs to here, and abs to there.
That's Final Fantasy, not Elder Scrolls. So
It's very elvish.
they actually look kind of yellowish, which is weird because
No, it's not. Elves
Well-
are very odd. Greenish yellow.
Yeah,
sunlight hues, forest hues.
Now, okay, if you want to play like a pure mage,
They should be a very good archer.
no.
Elves always make a good archer.
Yeah,
they have to be a good archer.
High elves are basically the people that founded magic and magicka, like to begin with. That's why they're so gifted in magic. So
so gifted.
if you chose a high elf at the beginning of Skyrim or like Oblivion, you will get a 50-point bonus in your magicka right from the start of the game.
Right like that.
Yeah.
But there's a negative to it, right? Like you take more magic
Yeah,
damage.
you take more damage from magic, but you deal.
Because if you weren't taking enough damage from Thundaga 3, let's boost that by 50%.
That's
You might want to skip
fantasy.
that. But that's a Morrowind game. In Morrowind, you didn't get a positive without getting a negative. Nowadays, it's like, you get a shitty positive and no negative. 'Cause
Yeah.
no one wants to have a negative.
Let's move on to my favorite race out of all
Do
of
it.
them.
Hit it. Let's go.
Wood
there.
elves.
Running out of time.
What else?
They must be the archers then.
Yes, they are
Because
the archers.
our arrows are made of wood.
The wood elves are like the shortest race, which is kind of weird because I'm the
No, it makes sense. Trees take a long time to grow, and elves are short, little, bitchy people anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So the wood elves are very gifted and they can make really good thieves, and they're really good in like archery.
And probably white magic. They're probably okay in white magic.
White magic.
Healing.
There you go. No, they're not.
Welcome to Final Fantasy, bitch.
They are not good at
white magic, black magic, red magic,
they're
time magic, blue magic.
They're not good at magic. They're only good at archery and sneak, really. And
See, fucking Elder Scrolls, man.
I like what else?
Okay. And moving on, before we run out of time, how do you feel about the new videos that we've seen about the character creation mode? I think it's very innovative.
They have like a circle, and there's like a dot, and you can drag that dot, and they have three things. They have skinny. I don't know if they have fat.
No, they do. You can expand the rib cage. You can make them fat, like WWE shitty graphics fat, or you can make the rib cage fat and the belly fat and the legs fat. You can actually. It's the most realistic character creation mode that I've seen so far.
As long as they don't have like crappy hairstyles like from WWE 13, it should be.
Nothing has hairstyles as crappy as WWE 13 if they plan on charging money to play. And you can't make an MMO that's free to play from the start. That's just giving up.
Anyway.
That's just like.
Yeah, really.
I won't say it because I'm nice. And
now, let's get away from the races and actually move on.
Let's check how far we are into this video because I think we're running out of time.
No, we don't run out of time. This goes on forever. Like, if you wanted to. Until it runs out of battery.
My YouTube account won't do more than 10 minutes.
Oh, it's gone on for I can't really tell.
We can edit this if we need to. Can you pause it for a second?
Wait a minute. Okay, it's gone on for 12 minutes and 26 seconds.
Okay, just stop it.
I can't pause it.
Just hit stop.
Stop the video?
Yeah. Very good so far. We can make 2 videos and just put them back to back. I'm going to get software to edit it.
Alright.
So all we just need to record it. I can edit it.
All we did was basically talk about the races, and that's it.
We did a great job. I had a lot of jokes, and you didn't stop and laugh and lose track. You did a great job.
Do you want to rewatch it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.